No, wait.
What was the line?
No. How do you not know the line? I realized that I specifically told you, do not turn this way and speak. But hello and welcome back to the Planime Podcast. I'm here with Lorenzo.
Hi, we're stuck in this room.
Yes.
We physically can't leave this room.
We can't leave this room until the podcast is over because of this jank setup.
Yeah, so you can... Well, I guess you can't. There was a speaker here, because this was going to be a guest week.
Yes. And we really need Joey in the chat right now to make sure that we are coming both out.
I think we are.
I think we are.
Well, you're coming out. I'm not.
Are you sure? Speak. You know what? I'm standing right here. You can't move this shit on me when you're standing right here.
See, it's so much better in person.
But welcome back to... Welcome back?
Welcome.
Yes, I can technically say that. Welcome back to the manga room.
Oh yeah, we're in the manga room.
Yeah, because...
As you can see from previous streams, such as I bought a $100 mystery box and regretted it all.
Yes. I can do this.
I spent more money that day than I did.
You know how cool it is to be able to just walk over to the shelf and be like, and this is the anime, but this is the manga. This is the manga.
It's the complete box set. Oh.
Yeah, that has the cool thing on the back. This is the manga. This is the manga for the anime.
God damn it!
Totally watched this week and didn't just
totally didn't have a guest week for another anime planned.
And then we totally didn't have to say, well, we kind of are sitting here and they're not responding, and we kind of need to do this very quickly because it's going to take us like 20 minutes to put this entire setup away so we can actually get out of this room. And we're both going crazy.
Yes. I've been playing music off my speaker.
What are we going to say?
What
are we doing?
Death Note.
Death Note? Planime.
Planime Podcast.
Don't do it, Joey.
So
if you do it, I'm taking away your permission.
So Death Note.
Joey, I was asking you, do we sound okay? Because we don't know how we sound in person. Like, well, no, I very easily could open Twitch. Lorenzo, open Twitch. See how well we sound.
I'm doing something.
Lorenzo, we are sitting here. I can see you. No.
Twitch.
Joey, how well do we sound? Can you hear both of us? Can you see Lorenzo?
That's Miss Gift. That's Maya.
I hate you so much.
That's Josh Puppy. Here we go.
Joey, how well do we sound? Can you hear both?
It's not awful.
Yeah, but Stream can hear that too. Let me just
I closed it. We're good. So Death Note.
Death Note.
Gonna keep moving. Where do you want to start?
Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the first idea this person has after realizing it can kill people? Is to kill more people?
Yeah, no, there's no moral quandaries at all. It's just like, yeah, I'll just keep killing people.
Yeah, like the thing that I saw on YouTube the other day was like, you understand that some of these people are thrown into prison because of systemic problems, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
like
not
they're
their
not
fault.
all mass murderers or something.
Because he started out only killing them.
Yeah, but now he was just killing criminals.
Well, by the end of it.
Well, by the end of it, he was
killing anyone.
Everyone who got in his way. He wanted to literally become a god. It's.
Yeah, but see, the problem is, he didn't have his own lifespan.
No.
He relied on someone else doing that.
Yeah.
There's a problem with that.
Why?
He could have just halved his own lifespan.
But he wanted to live longer.
But he would have accomplished so much more!
He could have accomplished more, but...
It was too, whatchamacallit? The word.
What?
He was too arrogant.
Yeah. Because the anime shows what it's like for power to consume someone.
Correct. And if he didn't let it consume
his mind, and he became more arrogant, thinking he could...
I know, and that's why he lost to... Oh yeah, it was Nier. It was Nier. Mello was the other one, and I think
Mello was
died.
yellow. Mello yellow.
No, Mello was the one.
Nier was white hair, and Mello was yellow hair.
Was he yellow? Oh god. Have I explained that to you?
The light flicker?
Yeah, the light, whenever the air conditioner on, all of the power in the house flickers.
That, you should probably get that looked at.
I'm sorry, I don't have as much money as you guys, and I can't afford to make sure this house is up to code.
I mean, this room itself is not up to code.
This room itself is, this is the manga shelf right here. Like, if I lean my head back, I'm hitting the manga shelf.
Oh, and there's more manga over
He's
here.
hitting it right there.
There's another one
There's
over
another
there.
shelf right there. Like, just out of frame that
Yeah.
I'm tapping now that I'm doing that. Like, this room is tiny.
And
this desk takes up, like, half of it.
not very fire safe. Well, that's normal.
Well, yeah, that's normal.
No,
because when we were testing this originally, when we were testing to see if this worked in the manga room, there was he had a headset on and I had one on, and it would only pick me up if I was at a specific frequency.
yeah.
And the frequency was like,
Your
It
E.
was like this.
It was your E sound.
it's E. My E just spikes for no reason.
And then my headset would pick up him.
But it was only that way
So
because
it was
mine would
echoing.
suppress it all.
Yeah,
It was
no,
beautiful.
we spent a good hour fixing everything.
Correct.
And ended up just using this webcam. So,
E.
I like how we talked about the actual anime for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, but we have to.
Yeah.
So much fun.
What's next?
This is what I'm usually doing.
What do we want to yell about?
Okay, what do we want to yell about in Death Note?
The fact that Joey hasn't watched it yet?
Joey's only watched one anime.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
it's 2.
Well, is it?
It's 2 now.
Oh, yeah, it is 2 now. You've done 2 podcasts, yeah.
No, that means it's 3.
Well, do those count as anime?
I mean, we counted them on a week.
Yeah, but we fused them all into a day. Or into a week.
No, but then it'd be Love Live, Love is War, and then that,
Yeah.
which is 3.
I wouldn't call it a full anime, though.
Okay, but then there's also 2 seasons of Love Live. I mean, not Love Live, Love is War.
That's true.
See, I can't
Fine.
talk quiet.
You watched 3.
We'll give you 3.
And you also agreed to Death End.
Assassination Classroom, which is great. I really need to adjust that camera, but I don't really want to get
Yeah,
up.
the camera needs to be wider. Why isn't your camera wide?
It is.
It's not.
I know.
Mine's wider than yours.
Well, you know what? Jank Stream. Oh wait, no, it's Scuff Stream.
It's sculpture.
Scuff Stream, Scuff Stream, Scuff Stream.
Also, you're using your TV, which throws off the aspect ratio in
Mhm.
Streamlabs.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
hmm If I had my monitor, this would look perfect.
Oh yeah. There's a lot more we could have
Scuff
done.
Stream, Scuff Stream.
This is.
This is why we need the Plant Set House, man.
It won't get better, but it'll get better if you know what I mean. It won't get better, but it'll get better. We'll figure things out as
Can we
go.
talk about how L full well knew who Light was and didn't do anything about it?
Oh yeah.
Just, he was like, I'm going to continue playing this cat and mouse game.
Yeah. Until I die.
Well, because he didn't know the stupid Shinigami would just like, yes, I'm going to phase through the floor and I know your name already.
Yeah.
And also, okay, so the erasing the mind thing with
Yeah.
the whole,
When
if
you
you
give up
erase
the
your
book.
mind. Wait, so what does it erase your mind of? Is it?
Any memories of the book?
Yeah, but then does it? Does it also get rid of like? Because technically, unless it was explained, it probably was explained. I'm just gonna look at the rules of the Death Note. That's a lot of work. There's a lot of rules.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna look at the rules. I'm not gonna look at the rules anymore. I was questioning if whatchamacallit. She shouldn't have. She remembered his name, because what's her name? The girl.
Misa?
Is that her name?
I think it's
I
Misa.
thought it was, but I was
I'm
sitting there
pretty
like,
sure it's Misa.
is it Misa?
So it's Misa, the Wait, what? Also, can I just mention how the previous podcast was on the anime? I think we said if this show was a rom-com. Anyway.
This is a romantic comedy between
is a romantic
Lisa
comedy.
and Light
Well,
until it is tragically cut short.
It's a tragic romantic drama.
where everyone dies except the bad guys.
Do the bad guys not
The bad
die?
guys die. I mean,
No.
the bad guys don't die.
What bad guy doesn't die?
Nier.
Is he technically a bad guy?
I mean, he didn't. He knew full well who Light was.
Yeah, but he also worked for the U.S. or not. I was gonna say the U.S. government. He worked for the Japanese government.
Okay.
I guess they're not a good guy.
No one's a good guy in that show. Everyone is a bad guy. They're just differing degrees of bad guy. Well, no.
Light's the main character. He can't be the bad guy. That's how main characters work, right? The main character can't be a bad guy.
Well, Overlord. That the Rising of the Shield hero.
Konosuba.
The good guy can't be the main hero can't be a protagonist. Looking at my shelf.
Dr. Stone technically a good. Is Senku technically a good guy?
JoJo?
Well, I guess Senku would be a good guy.
JoJo, the main character of JoJo's not a good guy.
No. Well, is Dio the main character of JoJo?
Yes.
Wow.
Dio is the main.
I just realized this.
What?
Wait, no, I'm reading Joey's comment.
He probably
Which
would.
adaptation?
Wait.
Because there was the spin-off, but I don't think Nier was in the spin-off, right?
Yes, the spin-off. Light. What is this called?
Uh,
Light changed the world.
is that the one? There's also the spin-off where it's the other guy who gives up the notebook, right?
Oh, there's the
With the
third
stock one with the money.
Yeah,
and
because
stuff.
there's the three main. Okay, there's three
Oh,
heroes.
he's talking about the Netflix. The Netflix adaptation wasn't bad.
I didn't watch it.
It just wasn't the anime.
There were three heroes. There was Light, there was Misa, and then there was the stock dude.
Yeah, who made a ton of money or whatever.
Yeah, he was the only one playing this smart. He was
Yeah.
killing off. Like, I get it, he got caught, but he was playing that smart.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill all of my rivals. Now, if he would have played it, if he would have experimented and known, like, Light how it worked, and would have been able to be like, they died by getting hit by a car, instead of them all getting
talking.
instead of them all getting heart attacks, it would have been better.
So the Netflix adaptation, as I was saying, it was a good movie. You just have to think it's not the anime.
Well, yeah, that's how all.
It's not how all movies work. The Bleach live action movie was god awful.
And the Dragon Ball one wasn't that good
And
either.
the Dragon Ball was terrible as well.
No, but a lot of those movies you have to look at as their own movie.
Yeah, you can't look at them
Yeah.
as the anime adaptation.
Except Avatar as well. The Avatar movie wasn't good no matter how you looked at that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Avatar's not an anime.
Well, I know, but we were talking about live
Yeah.
action at that point, is you can't associate it with the original story at all, because it's a movie.
Yeah.
It's different. What else is there? I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that are like right here that it could be like this one did it well, but no.
JoJo's live action I didn't watch, but I saw some of the casting. No, it wasn't JoJo, it was Bleach. The Bleach casting, none of the characters looked
Right.
like they should be.
Well, as we've just determined, you can't do that.
Like, no, this is the part that bothered me. They made these two not identical twins. They're twins. One had black hair, one had blonde hair, right?
Yep.
They made them identical black-haired twins.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Now, okay, there's also the big problem with live action is when they try, like, they get these people, but then they try to use the same lines.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, yes, it's this person with this color hair, and then the person they meet's got a whole separate color of hair. It's like, I get it. You're allowed to make the casting things. But you should change the line!
Or the costuming.
Yeah, you can't be
Just
like...
give them a fucking wig.
Well, no, but I mean, there's
Yeah.
also the things with the costumes where they're like, oh, they're wearing this, and then they're in something entirely
And it's
different.
not like you're adapting a book that has vague detail. There is drawn pictures, colored in for you to make a
No, not colored in.
Some colored in.
No.
Not here, but other ones.
No. It's all gonna be just like this. Sorry, so it's gonna be. Death Note's not a good example because it doesn't have any.
Yeah.
But normally it's only like the page in the front.
Yeah.
That's a colored in picture, and all the rest are in black and white.
But they still have at least one colored in picture to know what the character's costume should look like.
Yeah, but it's you can't have them all wear the same thing.
Or
constantly.
anime. Or you just look at the anime.
Or just look at the anime. Yeah, who wants to look at the anime?
So I've watched
This is
Death
gonna be
Note
moving.
3 times.
And it took me a while to watch it once.
So the first time, I got to where Light died. And
You mean the
I
end?
stopped. No, not Light.
You mean L? I
L.
get it, but
So when L died, I stopped. And then I continued it like 2 years later.
yeah, because once L dies, it's like
It kind of...
this is the end of the first part of the story.
Yeah.
And you can be totally content with that ending.
That ending was perfect.
Or you
Fine.
could read the end.
Or you could finish it.
Because the end, the first part is like, he beats L. That would be how a normal story would end. He beats his main rival at the end of it, and that's how it would end. The second, like, that last little, not second half, but that last little bit of it, that last set of episodes.
It is actually a second half, or it's a fourth.
Yeah, it's
So
not...
It's the final fourth. Because it's like a span of 12 episodes.
Yeah, because it's like, what is it, 39 episodes or something?
Yeah, and there's like 26 are with L, and then the rest
And then the last little bit is
near and mellow.
near and mellow. And that works, because then you see the descent of light.
Yeah.
You've kind of seen it in the beginning, but it's kind of like getting to that peak,
And then
and you
it
have that
falls
last
off.
little bit, and you have none of the falling action. You can have a story like that, but having the falling action works.
Yeah. So it's more for people who want a resolution. They want an end. Like, if you don't really care if there's a perfect end or whatever,
Then you can
stop
there.
at when L dies.
Yeah, because it's a complete story
Mhm.
at that point. It's just not a complete story at that point.
So I remember watching this. It was the third time I was watching it. And my mom comes downstairs because I have it on the big TV.
God.
And she's like, "What are you watching?"
Do.
It's
No, wait.
Death Note. It's like the first anime.
Yeah, that one was like do 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 do
Yeah.
do 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 do.
Wait. No,
Don't you do it. This is Twitch.
This is Twitch. That is going up on YouTube later.
Do 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 do. Wait,
So-
didn't Misa take the eyes twice too?
I think she did
Because she took the eyes,
before she met L or Light,
correct, and then she
lost her memory.
gave them up, and then I feel like she took them a second time,
I think she did.
which was just a dumb idea.
She took it a second.
Because if we would have done that, if we would have considered that cut her life in half a second time, so she's down to a fourth of her original lifespan,
Yeah.
she would have lived a pretty good life.
Yeah.
Because
How old is she?
Because she commits suicide
Yeah.
at the end of the story. And they were like 18 or 19.
So if we take a normal, maybe 20.
So she would have been like 70. She would have lived a
Yeah.
full life. And she gave that up.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, let's also think about that dad also would have lived a really good life. Because he took the eyes of the Shinigami, so his lifespan got cut in half.
Mhm.
And then he died not long after. And he was probably well into like his 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
He would have lived a pretty damn full life too.
They're taking this like people are gonna live to 90.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they won't.
I don't want to live to 90.
And that is why he took the eyes of the Shinigami.
And that's why I died next year.
That's the problem with this. It's like, if you think about it, Light was the... No. Wait. Light's lifespan was cut short, too.
Why?
Because the Shinigami could write the name in it to get the rest of the lifespan. as long as they didn't kill someone who was going to take someone else's.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryuk said, when it comes time for you to die, I'm writing your name in the death note.
Yeah.
So Light would have made it further, but Ryuk killed him. That makes a lot of sense.
I also can't get over how the other Shinigami is Rem.
Well, yeah, Joey, they do have crazy high life expectancy. The problem is they also
have toxic air, so...
No, okay, they have really long life expectancy. And then I just like to point up at the Berserk and point to the people die very quickly, though, because they are overworked.
Yeah. Dang, it's only been 20 minutes.
I know, right? It's because we haven't been talking about this at all.
Fuck off, Tinder.
Tinder.
They wanted me to pay for gold because it's 50% off right now.
God damn it.
Rem
the second Shinigami.
Rem is Rem, and I didn't know that until I watched ReZero.
But he came first!
Did? Oh.
Yes.
Rem was Misa's Shinigami. You're introduced... Oh, Death Note came first.
Death Note came first.
Yes, but I never knew her name.
Okay, but that means Rem stole her name from Death Note.
Yes. Which makes it better.
I have ReZero, it's right. Oh, damn. It's right here on this shelf, directly out of frame.
You Nico's desktop, he does have Ryuk.
As
his
my background. And then my second one's Megan.
Yeah.
Because I have...
Mine is L. Well, it's literally his logo. Do I have it on my... I don't have it on my phone.
He chose the wrong side. That's why he died.
Yeah, but I am L.
And that is why you're going to die.
Yeah, I've already done it.
This best
Rem. I'm taking your box set.
No!
You're not allowed. Have your dice. We need a limit or something.
19! Put it back!
Actually, DC was 20. Oh. We still have to talk to Amber about that, too.
What? Oh, yeah! It's like a creasy
because
now,
she did
really
say yesterday, oh yeah, I'll be on tomorrow to do that.
Do. Wait, that's JoJo. Do. Okay. Okay, what else is there to talk about in this? There's things we can talk about. I just can't think of the things.
I know, it's been a minute since I watched it.
In when Light's unraveling the thing and he's like, the first victim was actually this guy that got hit by a car.
Yeah.
That was stupid. How the hell did he figure that out?
I don't know.
How? It was like, I've tracked you down, Light, and I figured out that your first victim, or one of your first victims, was the one that was hit by the car.
That guy. Oh.
The one guy that was...
The guy who became Kira for a minute.
No. I'm talking about... So, I think he killed the first person.
Mm-hmm.
And he figured out how... Oh, yes. He killed the first person with the heart attack and they fell into the truck and he got hit by the truck. Light figured out that he did that. Or L figured out that he did that. That he was responsible for that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you figure that out?
Because the Death Note gives heart attacks.
Yeah, but...
You can... Even if a body is hit by a truck, you can see that it died.
Yeah, you can still tell it was a heart attack. I understand. The problem I have with that, though...
How does he know it's the first one?
Yeah, how did he because he said it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did he figure out that was the first one? Like,
I don't know.
Unless he examined the book. Because I remember him doing that, but I feel like not all the pages were there. I feel like Light had been pulling out pages at that point.
Mm.
So the first name shouldn't have been in the Death Note still.
Yeah.
Especially because he was at that point.
Yeah.
Half the page is this line.
What happens if you write the name of someone who doesn't exist?
That is handled in there.
Oh.
I was about to say there's a few edge cases, such as if you miswrite their name 3 times,
They're immune.
They're immune.
On accident.
On accident.
So you can't
but if you do it on purpose, the book kills you.
Yeah. So you can't miswrite your name 3 times. I can. You can.
Wait a second.
I don't know how to spell my name.
Wait.
What? We just make each other immune to the Death Note.
No, wait, that's a problem.
Why?
If you, so if I were to go into the Death Note and miswrite my name 3 times, would I die? Or be immune?
I think you'd be immune, as long as it's not on purpose.
Yeah, but what if it was on purpose?
See, then you would die. If you write your name wrong on purpose, you die.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that makes the other person immune. So if I were to write your name 3 times on purpose, you'd become immune.
Yeah. And then if I were to write your name 3 times wrong, then you'd become immune. Even if it's not on purpose.
Okay, and then what if you're immune to the Death Note already? And then you accidentally, or you on purpose write someone's name wrong 3 times?
Then you can't die, because you're already immune.
Because you're immune to it!
So you could just make other people immune. And then you have your immortal group that rules over the entire world.
Well, no, you're not immortal. Because the Death Note just accelerates your death. It doesn't... It doesn't prevent you from dying. Also, you don't get to go to heaven or hell.
That too. Well, just using the book does that.
Correct. So
where do you go?
That wasn't stated, but it was in the after story type thing. Like the Ryuk was talking to another Shinigami telling him the story. People are like, that's probably Light.
Oh.
Like people think maybe the Shinigami are the people who use the Death Note, and that's how they end, because they're not in heaven or hell.
They become Shinigami and they're stuck in the Shinigami.
Unless they go back to the real world to go and give out their notebook to go let someone else kill people.
Maybe, yeah.
Also, writing in fake rules is a good idea. I don't know why Light didn't write in more of them.
I don't know.
Like, I get it, L figured out that he wrote in those fake rules.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, he's a good artist. We learned forgery at school.
Well, yeah, but it's also one of those things of, if he ripped out all the rules and just replaced it with a new set of rules.
Or just don't put rules.
Well, because the rules are in it.
Yeah, and then have people...
Just, you put your own, so you rip out the original set of rules and put in your own rules. And then you could kind of kill people with the book itself.
Yeah, they don't realize that that's a rule and they die.
Yeah. But there's not very many instantaneous death rules.
No.
So, by that very train of logic, Light could have ripped out the rules and put in that the people, if nothing is written, they die of some other cause than heart attack.
Yeah. Then it can't be.
And then it would have been like Light could have, or not Light, L could have been like, well, these are just new rules.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't have known that.
And he couldn't pin all the deaths of heart attack to him.
Well, he already couldn't.
Yeah.
Because he already said, there's got to be 2 of them.
Mm.
And then there's got to be 3 of them because of who they were killing.
Yeah.
Or Light could have just not been stupid and just spent like a day just going in the book, just writing out, will die of A, and then put something other than heart attack.
Mm.
And then he'd just be able to write down the page one day. He's sitting there being monitored. He's just sitting there in his notebook writing, will die of A.
Jesus Christ.
Because he had the potato chip bag with the camera in it.
Yeah.
So that he could watch the news. That was such a good idea. But Light should have seen through that so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Light didn't see through that.
I don't know why he doesn't search his
potato
room
chip
every time.
and eat it. The limit...
It has to be limit of reality, right?
Yes.
They can't just spontaneously nuclearly explode. Yes, they
No.
can't. Well,
It was something that was physically possible for the person to do in the time limit. It was because when he was testing it, he was like, this person died of a heart attack. What they were meant to do is they were meant to go and jump off the Eiffel Tower, but they were in prison. They couldn't do that. So at the time limit, up until the time limit, they were trying to escape and get to Paris, but when they couldn't, they died.
What's the time?
It's anywhere between, I think it's 30 seconds and like a month or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Like, you could write these things out a long time in advance. And you could, Light could have done that too. He knows people are onto him. Will die of a heart attack in 1 month. And then they would have been like, oh yes, we stopped him. And then they would have started up after a month again.
Yeah. So what he could have done to get rid of a lot of prisoners is get the dates of bus transports, written that one of those prisoners hijacks the bus and drives it
off a cliff. That's such a smart idea.
That way you get one for a lot for the president.
I mean, or you could just like write the name of like a bomber plane pilot
and just have it
bomb prisons,
or just a pilot and have it come
and just crash into a prison.
Yeah,
like Light was killing people really inefficiently.
Yeah, very.
That's not a good thing to say. Twitch, we would never recommend that.
In a video game.
It's not a video game.
It's in an anime. But if you did it that way, it could be linked to a terrorist organization.
Yeah, and then it wouldn't. There was many things that Light could have done, where he could have been like, "You can't pin this on me."
Yeah.
Because, though you could blame me for the original death, the fact that they were in that location, they could have never known, especially if they never would have gotten the notebook.
Yeah.
Or if he wouldn't have been stupid in the beginning and written Linda L. Taylor. That was his first mistake.
Oh, yeah. Because he was arrogant.
Yeah.
He goes through phases of arrogance.
Yeah, where he's like,
he gets humble
and then realizes, shit.
Yeah, like,
and then back up.
He'll do something, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna kill L right now. They put his full name and his face right there. But then it goes wrong and he gets humbled back down.
It's completely coincidental. It is completely coincidental.
Yeah, just like how...
Don't do it.
Movie was it? Oh, so, the Winter Soldier TV show, they had a whole subplot about a virus, and it had to get removed because it was too similar to the current outbreak.
Yeah, I know, I've heard about that.
Yeah, and parts of the story are just, like, skipped because there's a whole chunk of story missing.
That's funny.
It was really funny watching it.
God. What is another thing he does stupid?
Niece.
Yeah.
He relies on Niece.
He relied on her. He was stupid doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because she was dumb. It was because at that point, working together wasn't the play.
Yeah.
Like, if he wouldn't have been working together, wouldn't have been caught with her all those times, both of them wouldn't have been caught on that same day.
Yeah.
Then they wouldn't have had to erase their memories, and then it would have been fine.
They should have never dated.
That was their own stupid
That was
idea.
stupid.
That was their own stupid idea. I don't think it could hear me when I was saying that, but I was saying it's their own stupid idea.
Their own stupid idea.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They pulled a lot of stupid moves, and you want to say it was just Misa being stupid because that was Light's thing where he was like, she's just being stupid, that's why I have to tell her what to do.
Yeah.
No.
No, you both.
No. He was much more stupid because she wouldn't have gotten caught originally because her murders were
erratic.
Yeah. They weren't like his where it was like, ah, yes, I've seen them on the news.
Yeah.
Yes, I live in the house of a cop who could very easily track my internet usage, and I'm looking up lists of criminals.
And she's just got Shinigami eyes looking at people.
And just looking at people. That's all you gotta do. That's now the question now I have of Shinigami eyes.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers. They've gone on record saying the numbers don't make sense. Like,
yeah,
any human looking at the numbers, there's no way to figure out what those numbers meant. Especially because I think when his dad looked at Light's numbers were bigger than like lots of other people's. who didn't die.
Mm.
So it's like, it could just be the bigger it gets and it counts up to a point, but we've also seen numbers bigger than Light's would have more than likely been able to count up to at that point. Especially
maybe it's a score.
Which then reminds me of there's an anime.
Okay.
That this reminds me of. I don't remember what it's called. It was on last season.
Okay.
That's on my watch later list. I don't remember what it's called. Where you have a number written on you, and when you're born, the number's assigned to like a value of some kind, like number of breaths, number of steps you take, or something like that. When the number hits 0, you just die. And it could be something like that. It's counting up to a predetermined value, and it's counting up when you do something, which would make sense, but they said the numbers mean nothing.
Yeah.
But that still would have been cool if they would have had, like, oh yes, the numbers were counting up to this amount that's set at birth, and you just can't tell it with the Shinigami eyes because you just kind of look at it, because humans just can't see that second part of the number, and humans can only see the first part.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Is it bad? What's happened?
Yes, that is what we are doing.
What? What's happened?
Kira just messaged me. No one wants to know what the frick you're doing. Yes.
Yes. That is what we are doing. Noah, you're too young to watch this. Go.
What do you mean too young to watch this?
Noah, swear and...
They were there watching this with me.
I know.
How random those numbers can get. Number of nachos you will eat in your life. Yeah, we should watch that anime. I'm gonna have to figure out what it's called. I'll look it up after this. But I saw it and I was like, that's just such a good idea. You just die when your number counts up, and it could be something really stupid that you... But once you figure out your number, you're like, well, now I can't do that thing anymore.
I can't walk anymore. I'll just sit in a wheelchair.
Rolling around in a wheelchair. Let's go.
What was I going to say? I just realized I can't even say my next week because next week is the guest week.
Yeah, I know. That too. But Joey, look up that anime and put it in chat, and it'll come up on the side.
Yeah.
It was like last season. There's still more things we could talk about because I know we've skipped a good portion.
We've skipped a lot.
We're skipping between the beginning and the end, and the beginning and the end, and the beginning and the end.
There was a complaint I had. I think it was about Light's dad.
Light's dad and his inability to think his son was the evil mastermind.
Dads would be most suspicious of their own children.
Oh, most suspicious of their children. I didn't know my son looked at these kinds of magazines, and they're in like a hidden spot. Also, why did Light already have that set up? Like ahead of time?
Probably hiding something else.
Well, probably, or he bought it like right when he got the Death Note.
Yeah.
But that was probably a pretty good play, though.
Yeah.
To just like, no one would ever check
Oh my god.
What?
Guess who just DM'd me?
Okay. That's who I thought mine was, too. Look at the timer in the corner! Oh wait, look at the timer in the bottom. Look at that. That is your problem. Next week on the Planime Podcast, will we actually manage to do the guest week?
What? Did she text you too?
So, you know how you were messaging your actual messages? I messaged her something stupid and she messaged me something stupid back. Dying. Do. Okay. Do you know that Shinigamis like apples?
Yeah. Well, Ryuk likes apples.
Shinigami like apples. Pulls out a separate thing. What about this one that makes it make sense in a different order?
What?
Do you not remember that?
No.
So there was a scene where Light had made 4 prisoners. It probably was Joey, but it was also probably... Oh, yeah. It would have been Witcher. But 4 prisoners right out, basically, hey, L, do you know that Shinigami is like red apples? In 4 different notes. And L was like, well, what about this 5th note that would have made it make more sense? And it was a thing, and he was like, I didn't write that. How could have it been like that? And he's like, well, a detective would have known that there would have been a 5th note. And it's like, no, you gave him the evidence that it was only 4 pieces of paper. So why would he assume there's a 5th one?
I don't know.
Especially because it's not like there was timestamps, but they were out of order. And he had laid them out like that. It's like, why would you assume there's a 5th one?
The mind of L is a mysterious place.
But he was totally on the money. But it's one of those things where I get it, it might have been the Japanese. Like, it might have been that the way it was written would have led more to, oh, this makes more sense if this is here, because those will still work. But it had to have worked perfectly for him to have been confused.
Yeah.
Like, I'll pulled some pretty BS moves, and they all seemed to pay off. And that is why he had to die.
Nier did work for the U.S. government.
I know, I was thinking about that too. I was like, there was the orphanage thing where it was raising all the cool, talented people to work for the world government.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that,
was in UK?
And somewhere.
I think it was UK. But I'm pretty sure...
And that's why they all spoke perfect English.
Nier worked for the U.S. government.
I think he might have, honestly.
I think he did.
I'm also thinking that show might have honestly been in fall. But I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to let Joey search through the shows. Joey, just keep reading descriptions. You'll find it eventually. Yes. Idol animes are everywhere.
Of course.
Everywhere.
They're not good.
Nah. Did you see the one?
Which one?
I want to say it was this season. It sounded like an Idol anime, and then was just a bloody violent show. Which is also on my watch later list. I need to watch more anime. I need a projector here. No promises I'll find it before the end of the podcast. Yeah, I didn't think you would.
Well, do we have anything else to talk about?
Yes! I keep bringing stuff up and then we talk about it and then we go for another 5 minutes talking about something stupid.
Yeah.
With numbers to nothing. Just control fun with death.
No, that's every anime.
Good point.
Oh,
what was the other thing? The whole shooting thing. He took both of them without their memories and just kind of threatened them. What was that going to accomplish?
I don't know.
What was that going to accomplish? Like, I get it was the father's idea and not L's, but what was that going to accomplish?
Well, we all know the father was stupid.
Well, yeah, he was stupid, but it didn't mean that everyone had to be stupid. He was like, yes, the genuine fear in their eyes will tell me that they were indeed not evil. No! Especially at that point, L probably knew, oh, they could erase their memories.
Yeah.
Because of the whole, he definitely heard it. He definitely, on the recording, heard something along the lines of, Ryuk, take the notebook, and then he started freaking out.
Yeah.
I feel like L knew that exact thing happened. And if he knew that happened, it'd be like, well, now I can basically hold you on this because you did kind of say it and then completely forget about it. So we can kind of say that they are extra-dimensional beings. That I don't think they should have ever doubted that the gods of death existed. And no one in that world should ever have doubted it because those gods of death were obviously coming to the world long before then.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It might have been, like, legends, and, like, people might not have believed in it. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I feel like there was these massive string of heart attacks in the past.
Yeah, like this has happened. Well,
I feel like this might have happened before.
Yeah, see, with Ryuk being light, you have this whole time fucky stuff, where the whole time gets fucked.
Why?
Because you could have him exist at all points in time.
Yeah.
And then...
But he also could not exist. It's a whole Doctor Who thing. Or any time travel, where it's like, he existed at every point in time, and none of the points in time. until he goes there. Why did that pop up?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes. I am so short in this chair.
I know. Oh, wait, we can show that. Okay. So, I think my chair is probably only like an inch higher than him, but this desk is also curved. Like, if we were to get up right now and switch seats.
Hold on. Oh,
Go sit in that
I
chair.
dropped my phone.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Is this my wallet or your wallet?
That's my wallet.
Why does your wallet look like mine?
My wallet is designer brand.
Look at this. Look at how much shorter.
See? I like it over here.
No.
It's nice to meet all.
Why am I just as short as Lorenzo now? Why is this chair so short?
I don't know.
I blame you.
I blame the camping chair.
Oh yeah. So that chair right there is a kitchen chair.
Yeah.
This is a camping chair because
Because we couldn't get
scuffed
the gaming.
setup.
We couldn't get the gaming chair through the hole in the wall.
Yeah,
Or
no,
door.
because the thing was we were gonna have the gaming chair here, and then we set up the room
Yeah.
without the gaming chair.
So we completely blocked off the door without being in the chair.
And then we had to put the chair in over the computer. We did not think this through.
No, we didn't.
It's really funny how little we thought this through.
Isn't that normal though?
Correct. And that is why we are here in this room right now. You want to know why? Because Lorenzo said last night, we should go to the card store. And I was like, well, I need to go to Costco to get gas, so let's go to the card store.
Yeah.
And that is why we are here now.
I spent $120. I only got one Pokemon pack though.
Yes, he spent $120 on this one singular pack of Pokemon
That's all
cards.
I bought. No, I got some stuff. I'm still not sure if I want to stream that. Should we?
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it
We gotta figure out if we can actually get 3 people.
We only need
Okay, Joey is obviously not looking hard enough.
Yeah, no.
If I find it in like the next 10 minutes, I swear. But I'm not going to because it's way down there. That is the keyboard and that is our only computer.
That's
I
a lot.
say
You
there's a
have-
computer right there and there's a computer right there.
And there's one in your pocket.
No, there's not. It's still sitting right there. There's 2 right there.
Find it.
Now I'm gonna have to look this anime up. I'm already looking it up myself. I'm just gonna type in anime where people
have numbers.
die when they do an action too many times.
You're not gonna find it.
I'm not gonna find it.
Just check your list.
Yeah, okay. That's
That
a
was
good
joke,
idea.
by the way. Checking his list would get us nowhere.
No, it wouldn't. I can't even find it.
Was that ReZero?
That was ReZero. You know what? I'll figure it out eventually.
We'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out and I'll... Why are you messing with my watch?
Because
now?
it's cut right there and it's annoying.
No, it's not cut.
It's not.
One day it fell on the ground and my rabbit ate part of it.
Oh, I see. Anyway.
Crap, that's right.
I
I don't know what he's responding to with the crap that's right
no.
part.
Should we call it there?
Should we call it there?
We should probably call it there.
Then we can go talk to Amber about things.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lorenzo, I know you don't have a computer in front of you right now, so you can't actually look at what you have put for it, but what would you score this?
I think I scored it an 8.
And I think I also scored it an 8, because at the point that I watched it, I had watched a lot of other good things, and this was better than mid.
Yeah, it wasn't
It wasn't
the best
bad.
thing I've ever seen. Like, this isn't the best anime I've ever watched. But it's good, and I think everyone should watch it.
And the reason that it'll always be at the top of the list is because it is a good anime that everyone should watch.
Yeah.
And it is good for basically everyone.
Yeah.
It's not like my favorite anime that Lorenzo refuses to watch.
Yeah.
Or Madoka Magica.
And it's not like pure action like Dragon Ball. Well, Dragon Ball is like everyone.
Ball.
If you don't like Dragon Ball, you have a problem.
It might be on my list, Joey. I just don't think you're looking hard enough. Or you're not looking at the right list. Because I now have 2.
Alrighty, we should end this up.
No, because we gotta do any final thoughts?
This is good.
No, any final thoughts?
Will always be good.
Any final thoughts? Oh, wait, that is...
That is the final thought. Do you mean next week?
No, I was sitting here asking for your final thoughts, and you were saying, that'll always be good. And I was like, yeah, so what are your final thoughts?
Anyway, what's next week, Nico?
Next week is the guest week, remember?
Exactly. And should we say what we watched? A
No.
month ago?
No. We watched it 2 months ago at this point. Like, the gap was 6 weeks in between when we originally...
Started. Or planned it.
So it was exactly 6 weeks after, so I had done it by that week. So 5 weeks after me and Amber finished it, we did the Love is War podcast. And it's been 2 weeks since then. So it's been a full month, or a full 2 months. It's been a full 2 months since we originally said, let us do this guest week, and this is the anime we were watching.
Yeah.
2 months.
I've been ready.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. There's just been stupid things that happen
No.
on Fridays.
No. The first 2 weeks. So the first week, we had time to watch it. Second week, I think you didn't get done in time.
No, I didn't finish it.
Third week, you hadn't finished it. Fourth week, we had something to do.
Third week, I finished it.
No. You didn't finish it until like that Friday, or that Saturday. And then fourth week, we had something happen. Fifth week, you weren't on. Sixth week, we did the podcast. Last week...
I could get on at
last
2.
week, he could get on, but I would already be gone.
Yeah.
And then there's this week, where one person
Also, one person
didn't
couldn't have
get on.
done it last week either.
Oh, right, because, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, they could have.
No, they weren't even
That was
home.
Thursday. Oh, right, that was Friday.
That was Friday.
Anyway, Lorenzo, how do we end the podcast?
We say what next week is.
Normally.
Any final thoughts?
And then we did final thoughts. But, like, I mean, we can do it with the mouse, right?
Oh, yeah. You meant like that.
That's what I meant.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This mouse sucks. I just want to hit that.
No, don't hit that. You have to hit end stream or it won't actually end.
I'm going.
Give me the... Okay, you're slamming it down like this and it doesn't want to move. I'm like...
You're barely moving it.
I'm barely touching it, but it's moving.
It doesn't work.
There. Bye. Bye, stream. You missed. Bye, stream.
It's time to fix this room.